This week on Nanook Insider, volleyball has its new head coach in Mallory Larranaga. Hockey gets set for a 2-week road trip at Michigan and Notre Dame. We chat with men's basketball's Pat Voeut in our new segment, Ask the Nanook, and Mick Durham gets set to coach in his 500th game this Thursday. Now, let's check out some highlights from Monday's volleyball press conference at the Patty Center.
It's my pleasure to introduce head coach Mallory Larranaga.
Well, I first want to thank Chancellor and Mike and Gary just for believing in me, and they really put me to test, and that's the way I like it. I like to be under pressure, and I'm so glad that I was able to prove myself through this process of hiring. It's unbelievable, and really it hasn't sunk in. This is my dream job. I'm not going to tell anybody anything different. It gives me a lot of pride to come back and be an alum and to understand what it takes to have excellence here at UAF and then also in athletics. There will be a lot of changes, a lot of positive changes, but a lot of happy changes. We're excited to get going. It was really neat writing an email to my team. It was one of the best things I've done so far for them, and I hope they're all excited, right, girls? And we're just excited to get going on a new era of volleyball. We're not rebuilding, we're reloading. We're in the middle of that process, but I know I have to have patience in it. You don't take over a program and something switches and you win a national championship. I know that I need to have patience, our team needs to have patience, but the biggest thing is that we see forward steps every single day, every single year. I mean, they know that I'm going to push them very, very hard, and they love that. We're not scared going forward. We're not scared to sweat and possibly to throw up a little bit. They want that. They want to be pushed. They're strong female athletes, and the fact that we know each other and that we have some leaders already on the team is just going to help for the freshmen incoming and then continued classes.
What has Phil Shoemaker meant to you, both as a coach, a boss, mentor type? What has he meant to you? I
love him. I do. He pushed me further than I thought so for myself as an athlete. He really did. And I think he's definitely changed over the years, and it was really neat for me to work under him for 2 years because he has a wonderful volleyball mind. He sees things that I didn't see beforehand, and he's really showed me some things. And he's helped me become a better coach. He really cares about people, and I think it's important to note that relationships are a big part of who we are as a team and who we are as a community.
The Alaska hockey team gets ready for a 2-week road trip at Michigan and Notre Dame, and head coach Dallas Ferguson stressed the importance of taking each game one at a time.
Every point's so valuable in what we're doing. So it's kind of one of those things where we've got to make sure that we're just focused in on a game at a time. We've got 16 games left, 14 conference games, but it's about getting prepared for each one at a time and putting the 60 minutes together every weekend.
Well, of course we want wins, but it really comes down to us putting forth some good effort here this week, get back into the swing of things, and make sure that we're ready for Michigan.
Since we've been off for so long, just want to keep things simple. Work hard, get in there and work hard and get pucks deep, and just try to get back into the swing of things here in the second half of the season.
It's just about battling harder in front. Watching video and stuff over the Christmas break, we weren't winning a lot of battles in front, both offensively and defensively. But offensive, we got to outwork them in front of the net.
We just want to really make sure that we play our system right and play our positioning right, and just make sure that we have our guys and have our sticks. We've been working on that all week, and just play tough defensively in front of the net, especially, and hopefully do good things next weekend.
Notre Dame's had a great start to their season, and Michigan's going to be hungry and ready to go here in the second half. So we've got to obviously, I think when we play in Michigan, I think you talk about swings where you've got you can't let one goal turn into three. We've had that happen in the past. So it's keeping your composure when and handling the ups and downs. I think is the key. You can have success, and last year when we went into Notre Dame, we played pretty well. We had a lead in both games and ended up losing with a minute left and losing in overtime, and you got to be able to handle those ups and downs again, whether it's good or bad, and that's again just about being mentally tough.
Well, we're here with Pat Voeut in our new segment called Ask the Nanook. We're just going to ask you a few questions, and we'll see what kind of responses we get out of you, Pat. A road sweep last week, first one in quite a few years. How did that feel?
It felt really good. 6 years is a long time, so to get those 2 wins on the road was a great thing, and it was nice to do with a great team. So,
what is there to do on campus when school's closed? You guys are some of the few students that are back on campus.
Usually I spend a lot of time in my dorm room. I don't leave at all. Just play Xbox, PlayStation 3, a lot of FIFA and Halo 4.
What is the most recent video game that you have played?
The most recent game I've played is probably with my Game Boy Color, Pokemon, the blue version.
What level are you at?
I'm recently at level 35 right now, after one day of playing.
That's a lot of Pokemon.
It's a lot. Too much.
And now we're going to do our rapid fire part of the questions. Who's the funniest on the team?
The funniest? Probably me. Pretty funny. Hilarious.
Who's most serious?
I want to say Ronnie Baker. It's a serious. You can't crack any jokes with him because then he just ruins it with his seriousness.
Who has the best jump shot on the team?
I do, hands down.
This year, is that what 10 for 13 says? I'm the best jump shooter on the team.
It's pretty obvious.
Next week, play UAA for the first time as a Nana. Do you know what a Seawolf is?
I have no idea what a Seawolf is. Nothing.
If you had to guess what a Seawolf is, what do you think it is?
Well, from looking at their mascot, it looks like a wolf with wings that can maybe swim in the water.
Well, thanks, Pat, for being on Ask the Nanook this week, and good luck in the games this week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
For more than 3 decades, Mick Durham's workspace has been a basketball court. On Thursday night, Durham will coach in his 500th game as a collegiate head coach, and from his playing days at Montana State, he knew the next best thing to playing was coaching.
I was fortunate to start this game at an early age, and just always thought that when I got done playing that the next best thing would be to be able to coach, and I've been very fortunate to do it a lot of years, and then only in 3 places. I haven't had to jump around too much. It's a great profession. It's got its pros and its cons like every profession, but if you're going to get into it for the glamour of thinking that I'm going to be a college coach, that's not the right reason. My reason, I think more than anything, was I wanted to be, since I was fortunate to play at the Division I level, I just liked the college atmosphere, being on a college campus, and I think that was more than anything was I wanted to be at the college level if I could get there. They've done everything we've asked them to do, from conditioning to the non-conference games to conference. I don't know. Amazing things can happen when teams are close and you get some momentum, and we're just trying to ride this momentum. But it can stop and go the other way. I do think the GNAC is going to beat up a lot of us, one night or another. Somewhere along the line, you got to handle it. So we're just hoping to keep things going on Thursday night against St. Martin's. But we're excited. Really excited how we've been playing. There's probably no more secrets out. We're trying to stay under the radar, and we probably hurt our chances last weekend with that road trip. So, but no, I love our guys, how they compete, how they show up every day, what they've done in the classroom. So it's been a fun bunch around the coach. To see the entire interview, visit AlaskaNanooks.com or our YouTube page, The Alaska Nanooks.